Hi, it's Tamara Monosoff, and today I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to use Canva. Canva.com, Canva.com is an awesome tool to create your marketing graphics. I have saved thousands of dollars, I am not kidding you, by using Canva, because it used to be that I would have to hire a graphics person to make these, and they'd usually charge me about $50 per graphic, and I'd have to wait and go back and forth. With Canva, it takes all of that away. Even if you have no background in any sort of design, I have never taken a design class, and I'm able to use Canva because they make it so simple for those of us who don't have graphic design backgrounds. So again, I use these graphics for my blog posts, for my social media posts, for my freebies. I mean, it is just one of the most amazing tools I've ever used. And I believe that you can create wonderful graphics quickly, and it will save you so much money. And so it's definitely worth taking a little bit of time, playing with it, having fun, and just knowing that it'll get easier and easier as you do it. But I wanted to give you some tips right now so that you could dive in and get started. So when you first create your account, you won't see any of these graphics. These are all my graphics that I currently make. I mean, it goes on and on because I use it so often. And but when you start, you're going to see this list of options. So you can create social media graphics, Facebook posts, Kindle covers, and it goes on and on. And there's other things if you press on this button right here. So press the plus button, and now you see that it opens up this whole amazing assortment of options. So you can look at popular design types, social media posts, documents. This new magazine feature is awesome. I just created one of my most popular downloadable freebies ever on this magazine layout. So I'll show you that in a little bit. And you can do, as I said, you can do Kindle book covers and infographics, which is awesome. So if you have data to share, this is a really fabulous way to plug in those numbers and share information. Other marketing materials that you'll see. So just go, and I love it because the social media and email headers are all pre-formatted based on the size that they need to be for your social channels, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. I mean, it's just, as you can see, amazing in terms of what you have here, including even ads. So I am going to just demonstrate quickly how to get started. Let's just grab a basic social media post. And again, it just takes patience and playing. And there are free options. So you'll see this little free with a crown symbol, and you know those are free. Or you can see right here that it has a little sign, and the graphics are $1 a piece, which is fantastic because, as you can see, sometimes you're going to put in a really great graphic and it's going to only cost you $1 if it's something that you just love. So for example, if I wanted to add, like, I'm doing a graphic and I want to say smart woman, let's just see what comes up. Yeah, so you can see if I were doing some sort of graphic for an event or something, and I wanted to include someone here, then I would. And let me just show you. So what you do, if it's free, you just click on it and it pops right in there, and you don't have to pay anything. And by the way, you pay at the end. So you get to play. And if you end up using one that is paid, then as you're going to download your graphic right here, then you will have to pay that $1. Okay, so if I wanted to do a paid version, then you've got her here. And let's say you want to invite people, and you could just pull it and size it the way you need to for this graphic. And let's just say that you want the background to be a different color. Okay, here. And you can even do, here we go, right there. And you want the background, so you click where you want things to go. So if I'm clicking on this background and I want it to be a different color, I could go to backgrounds. And by the way, these tools are helpful right here. Your backgrounds, many of these are free. Your text, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Any elements, you'll see you can it's just incredible. Let's just say you want to do dotted line. See, dotted line, and they're free. And so you could do dotted lines. If I don't know what you do with all of those dotted lines, that could maybe be a background. or you want to do a burst of some kind. This is free. So you want to tell people about something that's coming up. You know, you have an event. Let's just see. We'll create a burst and maybe we'll put it up there. And then you can grab some text and you can say, you know, when you go grab text, you can do a heading, which is a big text. If it wants to fit inside of there, it's going to be a little bit smaller. So now if you want to delete something, go right on the dotted line and you see how the double arrows pop up. You click on it and you hit delete. Okay. And so let me say if I wanted to get this text. So I just clicked on text and they have 3 choices of sizing right there just to initially start with. You can go up here and actually make it smaller if you need to. And you can say, you know, I'm making this up. Let's just say download, get free download. Okay, and this could be your burst. And again, if you don't like that color, then you could go here and you could change it to anything you want. And that's a little bit hard to see. Okay, so you could change it and play with it. And if you thought, oh, I want that to be larger. Now some of these fonts you can't get in bold. You'll see it's grayed out. So you'll just play with it and go to one that has a bold option, maybe already in there, and maybe you want it to be bigger. So you're going to see. So get free download and always put your website on everything you do. So then I always go to text button and I go to the smaller text and I take it right down to the bottom. And you know, we can put it here. You can put it anywhere you want, but you just always put your website so people know that this graphic is yours. And you know, you could put it where it's easier to read, and then you can even bold it if you want to put a background color, which I'm going to show you in a second. So let's say you don't like this white background and you really want this burst to pop more. Then you click on the white and you go over to background and let's just play with the colors. See, you can just click on these colors and nice. And then here, if there's tons of free backgrounds, you could even click on patterns. And now you see Canva on here, but once you pay your dollar on the checkout process, after you download and click and pay your dollar, this Canva logo will disappear. This is just showing that it needs to be paid. It's not a free item that you are going to have to pay to remove that Canva. Okay, and again, if you don't like where that positioning is, you just move it around. And obviously, you're going to want to say what the free download is, you know, and give people more information. But I just wanted to show you just how quickly you can put something together, and how really amazing it is that you can do this. So I hope that helps. Again, if you want to hyperlink anything, you can do that too. So if you click on, this is great because here it is. I just clicked on it. You see how it got highlighted, that burst. You can go here and put a hyperlink right here and then have it go back to where they can get that free download. So you would just put, let's say, your website and hit apply. And now when they click on that, once you've downloaded this graphic, this burst is attached to that. You know, you can even say click. You would say, let's just even do it in small font just to practice. So I'll take maybe a little print, move this down. And keep in mind, I've just have done this by playing. And so to give yourself permission to do that. And so click here, you know, click here. Okay, click here, free download. You can play with that and put it in different colors, bold it, whatever you want to do. And again, this isn't perfect because I'm doing this on the fly, just making this up, but really just show you what's possible. Also, if you wanted to download, let's say you didn't want to put her, you wanted to put yourself because it's your event or you're doing something for free. So here is one of my training guides. So I could just put that here. In fact, let me just make that bigger. And this is just an example. And by the way, this, of course, was made on Canva. And let's try. I'm just, again, doing this right now on the spot. Okay. So I might want to even put this on top of this graphic, right? So drag that over just to make more room. Oops, and it disappeared. It's there. But let's put it, okay, now see how it's behind there? So I can click on that and hit arrange right here on the top right and move that forward so that it shows up in the front, which is what I wanted. Okay, so now we just move that down here, okay? And then we can move this burst over and see how it's behind. And so you don't want that, so you click on it, hit arrange, and move that forward. And then you grab the text. Oops, the text is disappearing. So you click on the text, arrange, move that forward. Do you see how that works? So things won't get stuck behind there. And then I can take this corner, bring it all the way up. And okay, so again, obviously I made this in a couple of minutes. So it could look better, but I just wanted to show you again, bring this forward. And I'm glad we were able to show you, or I was able to show you this. Okay, it's still not, so arrange, bring it forward. See how you just bring it forward, right? So that it shows up. Get free download. Click here. Okay, so people know. Now remember, this whole thing is still hyperlinked because you hyperlinked it. And then if people are interested, then they're going to go to your website. And pretty cool, right? And so you can play with these things. I hope this was helpful. And you're able to see this process. So now this was a free thing. This is a picture of me. So this whole graphic is going to be free. And again, if you want this to pop more, you could make it yellow. You know, I just showed you this, but just click on your graphic. You're like, I want that to be yellow now that we've got the blue background. That's a little bit hard to see. So what I might do is see those white lines on this graphic. Do you see that this is right here? And so let's make those blue and see if that helps. Ooh, that's more fun. You see? That's fun. So again, I hope you can see. And I love that Canva. Do you see how that line was showing me where the centered was? That they've got the lines all built in, and you'll see it'll show, it has guidelines. So again, you might want to move this up a little. Okay, now I'm getting like a little more involved probably than I need to be as we're going through, because it's just fun. You're going to see how much fun this is. Okay, so and it's getting cut off on the edge. So pay attention to those little things like, is it cut off here and there or the other thing? So, okay, now it's not cut off, but you see those ruler lines show up when you're moving things over to show you where it's centered inside this circle. There you have it. So click on download when you're finished. And I like to create JPEGs. Which is just a graphic image when I'm doing these for social media. But when I do like a magazine, like a PDF with a magazine, then I will create a PDF. But look how easy this is. So you just click on JPEG, hit download, and then you own it. Your graphic is finished. I'll just show you. Then they download it to your computer and you just open it up. So that was something else I did. That's it. Pretty amazing, right? I'm so excited about this. I mean, look at that. We just made that together in a couple of minutes. It was fun. It was easy. You can see the possibilities. And, since this blue, I just realized now, and it helps you to see it because it looks like this line stops because I did that blue background and this is a blue rim. So I might go back there and say, you know what? That's not quite right yet. So you just click out of here. You go back and think, you know what? See how what I'm talking about, this line disappeared and I don't want that. So I'm just going to go click on this, go back to my backgrounds. And this time I might put, let's see how this green looks. It's a little dark, maybe that. Yeah, just play, right? Now that blue pops up, or maybe, do a different color entirely. That makes it really hard to see. So you can see how playing with it really does make a difference. Once you're happy with it, then you just go back to download and you go to JPEG and you download and you're good to go. So, and I always do this and I'm always surprised after I've downloaded it, how when you open it up, the download, you see things more clearly. Like we were able to see that blue line disappeared. So now, okay, there you go. Seriously, we just created this in a couple of minutes. Bam, finished. So just wanted to show you that this is entirely possible for you. And before we sign off, I do want to show you something because it is amazing. So if you want to do a freebie download for someone, like this is a graphic that I might post on social media, right? or in a blog post. So let me just click out of here now. And now I'm gone back. And the reason I want to show you this, and if you want to go back to you're like, oh, where are all my designs? They're missing. Just click right here on your picture. Oh, excuse me, on your account right here. Okay, maybe not. Oh, create a design, sorry. Oh no, all your designs. There you go. They've changed it. Actually, they just changed the layout a little. You used to be able to just click on yourself. But here you just click on all your designs and it pulls it right up. So here's the one we just created together, right? It didn't, now it shows up with all the other graphics that you've made, it shows up. So there's the one we just did together. But the one I want to show you is something pretty exciting. And that is that I just used the magazine layout to create a new freebie. But this magazine, so seriously, if you want to create a magazine looking freebie that is just so mind-blowing, just how they have this already laid out for you. I mean, they have the whole thing already laid out and you can just plug in your information. You see, I bought this guy and put him in the circle and put in my graphics and everything. So just want you to know that that is possible for you as well. And that's it. So if you wanted to create a magazine, how you would do that is, let's just go back for a second, because that's my one that I just opened, right? But if you're saying, wait a second, I want to create it from scratch, how do I do that? You click on the plus sign and you scroll down, you see this magazine, click on magazine and check it out. All right here, all these different options are so great. So let me just say, I'm going to click on one just to give you an inside look. I have no idea what this looks like on the inside, but you can see the interior pages, right? So now what you do is you're like, I love this. So I'm dragging this over, bam, page one. Obviously you're going to be able to tweak it however you want. Look, see, you can change the language. Say if you are an expert in health, you'll just say, healthy, or clean, let's just say clean living. There might be a magazine called Clean Living Magazine. I don't know. And then you can, move. Obviously, this text isn't working, so you just move it around. And okay, so I'm not going to go down that road right now in terms of editing everything. But then when you want to add another page, you could add another page by clicking here. And look what you do. You're like, oh, I love this layout. I'm going to do it here. And then let's say that you don't love any of the other page layouts. You can go down to the other magazines, click on the inside of this. You see? So now, let's see what's on the inside of that. Oh, they don't have any interior. Oh, yeah, they don't have any interior pages. That's it. It was just the cover. So again, you're going to have to just click around. Here's some interior pages. Let's say you love this. And then you can just drag it over. And now you've got your clean living. And now you've got your best, this new way with this layout, the way you like it. And you add a new page and you love this layout. And you drag it up. Yeah. So, do you see the possibilities here? You've now just created your own magazine. You just click on any of this text and you just highlight it and just start typing whatever your information is, and it keeps the format exactly how it is. So I hope you're as excited about this as I am. So go ahead and get started. If there's anything here that you don't like, then you just click on delete. So you'd click on, let's say, this page and you'd hit delete. But let's say you love it, you can copy a page. So let's say you're like, oh, I love this layout. I'm just going to do the whole magazine. So you just copy it. You see that? It created it again, copy it. And then one of the features I really love is that sometimes I just want to have this first page as a way to promote the whole PDF, the whole freebie or the gift that I'm giving. So let's say you just want this first page that you created. You just love it. And by the way, if you want this all to be on one line, you just grab these ends like this. Yeah, see, that looks a lot better. And you move it down. Okay, so let's say that you just want to print this first page. Then what you do is you click on it. And then when you click download, you just say pages 1 through 1. And this would be a PDF for your, let's say, your magazine free download. Then I just wanted page 1 because I'm going to use that in my promotional materials to get people to download this magazine or this freebie, or whatever, however you're using it for. And then I'm just going to show you really quickly. it should just have downloaded that one page. And then now you've got your cover graphic that you can use, again, in social media. And there we have it. Open it up. And there it is, right? And of course, you can change all that text by just clicking on it. So I hope this was helpful and that you learn to love Canva as much as I do. This is one of my most absolute favorite tools. And I hope this tutorial was helpful and serves you well. Take good care.